Have you fallen into the perfection trap? I know I have. Today I'm going to break it down and talk about why perfection is not the goal.
Le ciel bleu vole dans silence.
Hey, this is Netta Manley. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope women over 40 have fun with fashion and feel confident in their style. So today is a little bit of a different kind of video for me. It's not the video I planned to shoot today, but I was inspired by an episode of a TV show I was watching with my daughter last night. The show is called Fresh Off the Boat, and I love the characters. It's such a funny show. It's a cute kind of family show for the most part. And the mom in that show is just a superwoman. She just can do all these different things. She's beautiful and always looks great, and is successful and is smart, and there's nothing that she can't do almost. And then you come on this one episode where we discover that there is something that she can't do, and she's held herself up to the standard for so long of basically being good at everything and being perfect. So that kind of inspired my thinking. And I was thinking about how many times over the years and working with, clients one-on-one, obviously dealing with my own issues as a woman, when we have all felt the need and the pressure to be perfect. And so today I really just want to talk for a couple of minutes about why perfect isn't the goal. Perfect is a lie. Perfection is unattainable, and what that looks like for us as women, and why we set ourselves up for feeling like we need to be perfect. It's not something that I think any of us should be striving for. There's so many more interesting things in the world that we can be striving for than being perfect. So let me get into just a couple of my thoughts on why perfection is a lie. So you may have noticed, as much as I try to hide it, that I am not perfect. You'll notice that there are things that are off with me a lot of times. I mean, maybe my bra strap is showing right now. Maybe there's a curl sticking out. There's almost always going to be a curl sticking out someplace on my hair in one of my videos. It's a reality of curly hair. It's a reality of my personal hair, and it's just a reality of life. My hair is never going to be that sleek, smooth, polished, perfect. It will never be that way. Maybe I'll have lipstick on my teeth. Maybe I will, be experimenting with a different foundation and the color will be off. I'm always testing things. I'm always trying things. I'm always doing things, taking fresh spins on things, and some of them work, some of them don't. To me, that's part of the exploration process of style, part of expressing myself through style. And my goal is not to be perfect. My goal is to hopefully cheer you on and encourage you and to inspire you with some of the content that I create for this YouTube channel. So just wanted to put that out there. I am definitely not perfect, and I would never hold myself up to that standard. So when we start looking at other women and we start comparing ourselves to other women, we will always find ourselves lacking. There's always something we could be doing better. We could always be taller and thinner and richer and have better style and, flatter stomach and thinner thighs and be younger or have more facelifts, or I don't know. But there's always something, and we're always going to fall short if we're looking at comparing ourselves that way to each other. I hold myself to a different standard, and I encourage you to hold yourself to a different standard. And it's really, to me, it's about how you're giving, how you're serving, how you're loving the people that are in your sphere of influence, and the kind of difference that we can make with our lives, right? It's not about trying to compare ourselves to what other women look like or to even what they're doing. So we are all differently and uniquely gifted and beautifully made, and that is what our focus should be, and not on perfection. But it can be a very, very easy trap to get into. So first of all, my first point about perfection is that it's unattainable. We are always going to be disappointing ourselves, and in our own minds, disappointing people around us if we feel that they expect perfection, or if we expect it of ourselves. We're never going to achieve that. We're always going to fall short. That means we're always going, our self-esteem, our inner health is always going to be jeopardized by that constant quest for perfection. And it's just not, it's not possible, and it's not healthy. So taking the pressure off of yourself and realizing that all you can do every single day is the best that you can with what you have in that day. And that goes, in every area from style to relationships. All we can work with is what we have that day, right? If we have more in the future, we can do better. But beating ourselves up for not being perfect, or not having our style together, or our hair isn't perfect, or our skin isn't perfect, or our features aren't perfect, that's a slippery slope, and it doesn't achieve anything. Instead, use what you have right now to make the most of what you have. That's all you can expect of yourself. All other people expect of you, and you'll find that you're really living your best life and feel free from those imposed expectations if you can just use what you have and make the most of it. Okay, so that's my first thing, is that it's unattainable. The second thing is that it's boring. It's boring. Like, nobody learns from perfection. We don't grow or achieve or accomplish anything if we're obsessed and focused on being perfect. It means that as adults, we don't try things that are new. We don't take chances. We don't take risks. We don't grow in our personal style. We don't consider buying things that we will never wear. We don't consider trying things that we would never have tried. We don't take any chances, right? So it's boring to be perfect. And I will tell you, it's not just boring to you because it's a really hard and very unflexible way to live, but it's also boring for other people. People are drawn to people who are human, and perfection and humanity are not they don't go together. They're not designed to go together. So we are all flawed, and we're all interesting and quirky and unique, and letting your uniqueness and your quirkiness and your own personal personality show through is so much more interesting than attempting to be perfect. The last thing is that perfection isn't relatable. And so that kind of goes with what I just said in the last point, but people don't relate or even really like perfect people that much. It's intimidating, right? If somebody looks and genuinely acts like everything is perfect all the time and they've got this facade, first of all, you feel like maybe they're hiding something. It's a little fake, but it's definitely, you don't feel like you're ever really getting to know that person, because you don't feel like they're ever really letting their guard down, right? So perfection is not relatable. If we can see each other as flawed and as human and as imperfect and love each other anyway, that's the goal, right? So I know that one of the things that I talk about when I talk about personal style all the time is that expressing your personal style through your clothing is a way of showing people who you are and helping people get to know you better. But if you're putting on this perfect facade, then people are not going to be getting to know you. You're not going to build those relationships that are so enriching and so important in all of our lives. So I know this was, like I said, a little bit of a different topic for me, but I hope I encouraged you to look at style and beauty and skin and makeup and hair and all of those things, and not immediately take the pressure off of yourself to strive for perfection, to strive for that perfect wardrobe, that perfect skin, the perfect wrinkle-free face, the perfect makeup routine, the perfect this, that, and the other. That's not the goal with anything that I'm showing you. It's to give you ideas and strategies to bring out your personal beauty and your best, so that the people around you feel comfortable around you. They feel like they get to know you better. You feel more comfortable in your own skin, and you feel like you are showing up as yourself every single day, and not as a perfect puppet person that doesn't exist. Look, that was a lot of alliteration. Perfect puppet person. So I am always here to have these conversations with you. I love chatting with you about things besides lipstick and shoes, although those are awesome. So if you have any feedback on this video, any comments, please let me know how you feel about it in the comments section below. Have you ever felt pushed by anybody in your life or yourself to be perfect? Is that something that you've held yourself to all your life? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you. As I mentioned in my last video, I am starting an Ageless Style program this week, and it's going to be an amazing group of women and an amazing program. You get to work one-on-one with me. We have lots of these conversations in there, as well as working through the mechanics of style and helping you develop your personal style so you can be your best self every single day. So check that out in the description box below. I have a link, but it's agelessstyleconfidence.com. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Please give it a like. like, hit the notification bell so you find out when I upload new videos every Tuesday and every Friday. And of course, consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. Thanks so much.